Hi, this is David Formhals, political ad number 14. Over my shoulder here, there's a thing that says freedom is not free. And I'm sort of thinking here, it's been earned a lot of times, so by now it should probably be free. Freedom, chances are by now it should be free because it's been earned a lot. But that's like bridges and things wear out. So every time a bridge wears out, you gotta rebuild it. So, in the work of building a bridge, you gotta pay for the bridge. But where does this money come from? That's like when you build a bridge, in the labor of building a bridge, I think this money should come from nowhere. I've said many times, I'm going to have a Department of Peace. That's like, a stealth bomber is like a weapon of war. But when we went to build these stealth bombers, we didn't know how much they were going to cost. When in the past, when they built bridges, things to transfer food on or any other thing we needed for the good of the American people, we overbuilt them. I want to go back to overbuilding things. Right now, the American government is an overbuilding thing. If anything, we're underbuilding them. I want to go back to overbuilding things. When we built the stealth bomber, we sort of overbuilt it, and they kept saying it went over budget. I want to go over budget with a lot of stuff I do for the Department of Peace. I don't want to figure on how much it's going to cost until after we're done doing it. That's the way they did the stealth bomber. I don't want to figure on how much it's going to cost until we're done doing it. That's like when you're born naked in the world, you don't have the money to do what you're going to do all the way through your life. If you're going to build a house in your life, you're not born with the money you're going to need to build your house. You're not born with the money you're going to need to build your house. You just need the money for your house. You're not born with it. So you have to borrow it. You're not born with the money you need to build your house. So, you don't have it. That money's not here. So you got to invent the money you build your house with. That money comes from nowhere. It's not here. The money you build your house with isn't here. It's invented. That money don't exist. It's a non-existing number. It's just a number of something, of the material that goes into your house, the stuff the bridge is built out of. The materials here, we make it. The people that make the stuff that goes into the bridge, the people that get paid to build the stuff the bridge is made out of, the number that they earn of money, the number of the money they earn don't exist, but the stuff that they build does exist. But I want to overbuild everything. That's like rather than building a shoddy house or a school. I've heard several times here on the different news programs I watch. I don't know what the news programs are, but they were talking about schools that got hit by tornadoes. I'd like to see them go into every area where they have tornadoes and build structures around in them where the students can get in and out of there. The weather where they can survive tornadoes or any place in any building and build structures that will stand tornadoes. Any home that's going up in America, I'd like to see a tornado shelter built for it. But we can't afford it. I'd like to be able to afford it. The government should go in and build tornado shelters in the schools and in your house because you need it. You should just automatically be given a form you fill out, and the government would build a tornado shelter at the school or your house, It'd just be a foregone fact you need a tornado shelter, and you wouldn't have to pay for it. That's like we don't really pay for the stealth bomber. That money come from nowhere. It didn't exist before we built it. That money, the money, and I don't know how to say it, we weren't born with the money. We weren't born with $1 trillion we're in debt. We didn't have that money before we spent it. We didn't have that money before we spent it, and all of a sudden we spent it, and now they say we are in debt $1 trillion, but we didn't have that money before we spent it, and now they say we're $1 trillion in debt. I don't think we're $1 trillion in debt. How can we be $1 trillion in debt if we weren't born with $1 trillion? If we weren't born with $1 trillion, or 13 trillion, or however many dollars they say we're in debt, how can we be $13 trillion in debt? They say freedom is not free. Well, if we haven't earned it by now, when are we going to earn it? All the people that's lost their lives on battlefields, if we haven't earned it by now, when are we going to earn it? I wouldn't want to give up now, but when are we going to earn freedom? When are we going to earn the price of money? Money should be paid for by now with the lives we lost on battlefield. We shouldn't have to keep earning the price of money. The price of money should already be paid for, and once you earn the price of money, money should be paid for, and you should own money. If you own money, you own money, and you should be able to print it in ungodly amounts. The word money means that you own money, and you can print as much money as you want to, and no matter how much money you print, you own all the money you need to print. Okay, I didn't have the number 14 on here, and it might not go in, and I might have to redo it to get it on here. Bye.